Before I begin this video, I want to know, do you guys want me to make a video on moral scrupulosity, OCD? Because I feel like a lot of us can relate to it. Let me know, and let's get on with the video. Hey guys, it's Celeste. Welcome back to my channel. So I wanted to make this video, and I understand that this might be pointless to some people, or might be like, oh, well, this is a given. Well, to some people, this isn't a given, and to some people, they need this encouragement. So when I was 12 or 13 years old, I did start to have social anxiety when I went in public. I was worried how people were going to perceive me. I didn't want to get embarrassed. I didn't want to be too loud. I didn't want to be goofy. If there was a song playing at a store and I felt like busting a move, just subtly, right? I would be too embarrassed, or if someone was with me, I'd get like secondhand embarrassment, or my mom would like purposely try to embarrass me for fun. It was like bad at that time, and then slowly it started going away. As I got older, I started to see my growth in really not caring what people think of me. And I understand that people say that, oh, people outgrow this with age, but a lot of people don't. And a lot of people still do care what people think about them and are afraid to try something new and are afraid to put themselves out there, whether it's meeting new people, whether it's a job, a project, something online. Like, they're just afraid to put themselves out there because of a fear of judgment from people. And this is your sign as someone who has outgrown a lot of this to just go for it and don't care, because these people, you will not see them again. They will not have any sort of significance in your life, because remember, people who are disrespectful to you or hate on you will never have a high place in your life ever. They're just going to be sweep, like you're going to just sweep them under the rug. Like, they have no importance to you because all they're bringing is negativity, and they're probably projecting. I know we love using that word projecting, but it's true. A lot of people do project and they have to realize that, right? If I'm in the car and there's a song playing and I start like, busting a move, and like the driver, on the other side was like looking at me, I'd be like, in my head, I would think like, oh, who cares? Like, I don't care if they're watching me. Like, who cares? Like, if they're judging, or at the store, I'm not concerned of like what I look like in public. I'm not concerned of those things. I don't overly obsess over them. Let me just say that. When I make videos, I don't second guess them as much. Well, this is the thing with me. Sometimes I tend to post videos and I'm just like, oh, but did the message come across? And I get into this whole OCD type of thing. But honestly, I don't care as much about the criticisms people make. Sometimes I just look at it and I'm just like internally laughing. They think they did something, There are so many more important things going on in my life, things I have to deal with. Do you think I have any time or energy to care? It's becoming easier and easier over time to really not care. When you grow up being sort of a people pleaser, when you grow up feeling, oh, you don't want to be the person that makes a scene or like stands up for themselves or puts people in their place because you don't want to cause commotion, you just want to keep everything hush hush, you grow up realizing like that's not right. Then people start getting away with things that they shouldn't. So that's why you grow up realizing like, no, why should I have to silence myself? If anything, the people spreading the negativity should silence themselves. And actually, if they're not going to silence themselves, then you silence them by being silent. That's how you do. You silence them by being silent, because silence is so powerful. That's why they say the silent treatment can be manipulative and can be very cruel. But really, silence literally works in these situations. It works a lot. In person, online, doesn't matter. It works. If people don't like your energy, your vibe, they can leave. It's not your problem. And like, you don't have to change yourself to make people less uncomfortable or less upset. Like, if they want to judge you, they're going to judge you anyways. And a lot of times they're projecting. It's like me looking in the mirror. I always like saying this. Let's look at the front camera. I'm looking at the front camera, okay? And I'm really saying these things to myself. Let's say I'm the one projecting. I think that I'm saying, oh, look at that girl. She looks bad and she's dumb. I don't really mean that. I'm just saying that to myself. That's what it is with projecting, is that when people are being rude and negative and hating, they don't actually mean what they're saying at all to you. That's not you. You're not actually dumb, ugly, bad, this and that, narcissistic. They are. And they're projecting that onto you. Unless obviously you did something terrible to somebody and you hurt them, but still they should be mature about it, and you should solve it in a different way. And if people are going to come out here, be childish and call you names and be rude to you and insult you and make fun of you, send it away, because don't let anybody dim your light at all, because they're just intimidated and threatened by that. I know I sound like these channels that are kind of like pushing this whole empowerment message, and I like to do that, but in a more personal or kind of like a funny twist, or a little bit of like an exaggerated kind of twist, because I like to get my point across in these ways. But really, guys, do not care. Do the thing you want to do that project, do whatever you want to do, and screw what people think. I wish I could find this quote. It was something like, when you go out and seek and work for the life you want, but they want that life too, they will get mad at you for actually succeeding or for doing that, because they are not doing it themselves. Something like that. I wish I could find the quote now. the person that never tried will get mad at you for trying or something like that. Or the hopeless romantic or the person who's had failed experiences will get mad at people who are actually in, you know, loving relationships. The person that always liked to paint or wanted to put their art out there will get mad at the successful painter. It's like people will get mad because they want to be in certain positions in life, and they might, and maybe they see you doing it, maybe they do, maybe they don't, or they see that you have the potential for it, so they get upset at it rather than try that themselves. You know, like I always say, if you're gonna get upset at someone for doing something good, why don't you do it? Like, it doesn't make any sense to get upset for people trying to do good things and trying to make people laugh and smile. Maybe you should do it. Join them, join them, you know. So yeah, that is all for this video, and yeah, hopefully this gave you guys something to think about. And as always, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.